Hello, I'm Debbie Bell-Hosking for Finextra TV here at EBAday 2024 in Lisbon. And I'm joined by Marianne Demarchi of SWIFT. We're looking at instant payments regulation and also SWIFT research with SMEs across Europe on cross-border payments. So Marianne, really good to have you here, and against this backdrop of a very busy EBAday 2024.
Right, thank you, Debbie, it's a pleasure.
So I've mentioned the research, but let's focus first on the instant payments regulation.
All right.
What impact do you think it's going to have on the industry? And also, what is SWIFT's role?
So the instant payment regulation is part of the EU retail payment strategy. And I see that as a real landmark development for our industry, because it will really help raise the bar, not only in terms of access to instant payments across Europe, but also in terms of enhancing fraud prevention thanks to the verification of the beneficiary that is mandated.
Yeah. And SWIFT's role within this landscape?
Well, SWIFT, is our mission is really to connect banks to critical payments and markets infrastructure, so enabling corporates, businesses, consumers to receive and send payments across the world, and do that in a safely and a securely way through our network of 11,500 institutions. And Europe is really important for SWIFT, and we play a critical role in the European ecosystem, because 40% of our payments at SWIFT originate from Europe. So where we want to continue to play a role is ensuring that we continue to connect and ensure interoperability between the different domestic providers of verification of payee, so IBAN and name check in Europe.
So when we mention regulation, the question's got to be, how can the industry comply with this instant payments regulation and at the same time improve the cross-border payments experience for its customers?
Right, it's a key question indeed. I mean, because so in Europe, when you look at the different countries, you have domestic providers of verification of payee solutions. The challenge that they face, but the opportunity as well, thanks to the instant payment regulation, is to enlarge their reach across Europe. And here, working with the industry, I mean, we feel that we can come together, and this is the role of SWIFT, to make sure that we offer the banks the ability to comply with the regulation, to use their SWIFT infrastructure to connect to the different domestic service providers and pan-European ones that will be built, so that they have the choice, and also to use this solution through our pre-validation solution. It's kind of a gateway to all the domestic providers, but also to the cross-border part, because it's very important to use not only to comply with the EU regulation, but also to pre-validate information, key crucial payments information for international cross-border payments. So, for instance, if one example is in Italy, for instance, the CBI, the domestic Italian verification of payee provider, they announced that they will connect to SWIFT, so that to enlarge their reach to Europe. And we are also discussing with many domestic providers, and we are really looking forward to enhance the cross-border experience, not only in Europe, but also beyond Europe.
So it's almost a tandem approach of enhancing that experience.
Exactly.
Now let's get on to the SWIFT research that we mentioned with SMEs across Europe. With this research, what would you say were the key points? I mean, I'm sure you'd want longer time to discuss it. But what would you say are the key points that you discovered in this research?
Well, this survey interviewed 2,000 SMEs across Europe, so France, Italy, Spain, and Germany. So one of the key points is that what they value in terms of cross-border payments very high is security, it's transparency of the payment status, of when the payment is delivered, and transparency of fees. So everything that we basically at SWIFT deliver. But also an important part is that 83% of them said that the instant payment regulation with the confirmation of payee, the verification of payee, is very important for them. 90% of SMEs think that this instant payment regulation will have an impact. 50% of them a positive impact, saving money, saving money for the business, and also nearly 30% that they will have a better view on cash flows, and 1 into 5 that they will be really more competitive. So as I said, for me it's really a landmark development for the cross-border payments. It will really enhance the customer experience, it will enhance also fraud prevention, and it will also be a business enabler for the cross-border in Europe.
And this is something that we can now watch develop, so hopefully we get to meet you again sometime soon and we can chat about this. But also great to have you here on the sofa, Marianne, because this research is hot off the press at EBAday.
Released today.
Okay, well,
so
wonderful.
Thank you, Debbie.
So thank you for sharing this with us.
Thank you.